There is a new economy that you can take advantage of that was not previously available to our parents or their parents. And it's why it's so difficult to explain to people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, because this opportunity just simply did not exist. But if you're watching this video, you most likely are a futurist and you believe in the idea that things are changing. There's always going to be a new and better way of doing things, and this is the new and better way of doing work. The problem is these 4 trends are challenging conventional wisdom. From the moment we are born, we are influenced by those around us. By the time we reach school age, the influence has grown even stronger. By the time we are in our 20s, the voice that once held our unique voice is impossible to find. It leaves us feeling lost, without purpose, and chasing things that aren't important to us. That has been the narrative of the last 100 years. But we are now living in a time where this can change. AI has given us leverage. Content has given us distribution. Code has given us reach, distribution, and scale. There will be more tools in 5 years, not less. There will be more people online in 5 years, not less. There will be more money spent online in 5 years, not less. All of this shows us that there is a clear shift happening. There are 4 reasons the future of work is changing. Retirement is unattainable for most people. The goal is focusing on work you enjoy, not money. You need to achieve your version of success, not somebody else's. And we have not yet fully realized the impact of the internet on work. Let's break each of these down. Retirement as a concept is becoming outdated. It originated as a way for people who were getting older and the aging population to no longer have to do the physical work that was required to keep the economy and society running. But as work has transitioned into more knowledge work, more digital work, and less physical work, there's less of a need to quote unquote retire from what you're doing. There's no longer this physical demand for a majority of the jobs that are out there. To add to it, the rise of cost of living and the lack of pacing in terms of how much people are getting paid has created a perfect storm for retirement becoming just less attainable for the average person. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just has shifted the focus onto what does good work look like. It's no longer about finding the work that pays the most or that requires the least amount of energy. It's about finding the work that is most meaningful to you, which brings us to the second point. It's about finding work that you enjoy, not finding work that pays you the most. If you truly find something that you enjoy doing, you will be able to do it longer, invest more energy, invest more time, and invest more money in learning that skill or profession. All of those end up being the prerequisites to earning more money. Cal Newport breaks this down in his book, So Good They Can't Ignore You. But basically, the main principle is that you need to enjoy what you're doing so that you can stick with it over a long enough period of time to become so good at that one thing, you're worth more money than the average person. The added benefit of that is that you get to spend the majority of your working life doing something you actually enjoy instead of selling yourself for the sake of a higher salary, and then you'll end up just working in a position that gives you no fulfilling, no meaning, and drains your energy. The third point is that success cannot be defined by someone else. Your individual version of success is going to be unique to you. It took me a long time to realize this, but the quicker I realized it, the better decisions I was able to make for my life and my career. It's obviously easier said than done, but you do not want to define what your version of success is based on other people's expectations. This sets you up for a life of chasing things you don't want, working for people you don't like, and doing things that you don't enjoy. The last point is the internet. We have not yet realized what the full impact of the internet on work has been. Naval Ravikant has a very famous saying that the gig economy will soon become what the future of work looks like. And what the gig economy he's referring to is basically a new environment in which people get paid to do a certain task or use a certain skill for a business. The idea of large corporate structures, hierarchies, huge corporations that are employed by tens of thousands of people is slowly going to shrink. You can see this by looking at the tech industry. We saw tens of thousands of layoffs happen in 2022 into 2023, and this wasn't only the result of a weakening economy. It was born out of the realization that we can do more with less. Particularly, we can do more with less people. This is not a bad thing. This just means that the workforce is going to get fractionalized. For example, if you look at websites like Fiverr or Upwork, people are getting paid to do gig work or do one-off projects for different businesses, different employers, and small-time entrepreneurs. What this means is that work is going to be distributed amongst a lot of smaller parties instead of being soaked up by large corporations. We will still have large businesses and there will still be large corporations that employ people, but there's a new opportunity that will allow you to get paid for your skills and your expertise and provide those skills and expertise to a multitude of businesses instead of relying on a single employer to get the same thing done. This is beneficial to you as a person because you now can have a source of income from multiple businesses instead of relying on one single corporation to pay you. So if one client goes away or if one business goes away, your entire livelihood is no longer threatened. So how can you take advantage of this? There's two main paths that you can take. The first is that of the high skill worker, and the other is that of the entrepreneur or the creative builder. If you want to take a more traditional path in this new economy, you can go the route of becoming an extremely high skill worker. Those that go down this path need to learn high value skills that are applicable to many different industries and different businesses. You need to build your proof, work on your craft, and become a leader in your skill set. Marketing, sales, product design, product management, SEO, or anything that falls under the digital skill set that can help businesses make more money, reach more people, or make more sales. All of these are high value and companies are willing to pay tens of thousands a month to people who can actually achieve these outcomes for them. The appeal of the high value skill worker is that you're able to stack multiple skills to exponentially increase your value to any target company or client. This allows you to build your proof online, showcase your skills through websites and content, and get jobs based on your ability to achieve a certain set of results for whoever needs those results. This is not a get-rich-quick YouTube channel, and this is not a video for you if you're looking for a quick way to make a buck online. This is about building a career that can truly propel you in terms of your earning potential, your value in life, and the life you want to live. The second route is that of the entrepreneur. This is where you find a problem, build a solution, and distribute that solution to as many people as possible. At its essence, that is what entrepreneurship is. It's problem solving for profit. Those two paths, that of the high skill worker or the entrepreneur, are the ones that are poised to make the most money from this future gig economy that we are going to be living in. The most important point of all of this is to focus on your success. It is extremely easy in today's social media and digital age to get pulled in a different direction, to be forced into someone else's version of success, to get shiny object syndrome and look at a million different things to do. You need to sit down and define, what do I think is important? What do I want to achieve with my life? What do I think is the best use of my time? These are going to form what Dan Koh calls your arsenal of whys. These are the things that will get you from point A to point C because they are the reason you are doing what you're doing in the first place. You need to be able to have these outlines so you can draw upon them whenever you get frustrated, distracted, or just unclear on what your next step should be. You can reference these in times where you are just unclear on what you want to do next. At the end of the day, success is what makes you happy, wealthy, and impacts those around you that you love. You need to define that for you, and that's all you should be chasing with your future career. That's it for today's video, and hope to see you next time.